I think it was something that we sort of had to learn as we went. What we were learning was Vince Gilligan's aesthetic. I mean, in the simplest way, one of the simplest things that he would talk about was that, he wanted to see stuff that you wouldn't normally see on TV. So he's like, look, definitely the way they shot the pilot and the way that they used New Mexico, it's a character in and of itself. He uses the big sky, he uses the vistas and the, stuff. And he wanted to, we're shooting in widescreen. He wants to, not necessarily widescreen, but we have widescreen TVs, which I guess was starting to be sort of like new. And he wanted to use that. He likes to sit in those shots, and because people are too quick to cut to, major close-ups on television, and so he wanted to shoot these really long, pieces with big wide shots. People like to talk about it as like a Western, they like to say it has sort of a Western flair to it. But it was more like us just trying to figure out what his aesthetic was. Let's put it this way. I definitely I feel like, I don't want to take anything away from Lynn and Skip, but I feel like I was definitely the maverick on, trying new things and, pushing it and, just trying new cutting patterns, this kind of thing. And what Breaking Bad was great for is that it allowed me to do that. And then sometimes it had to be honed in, not so much, but it was never put down. It was always appreciated to try it. It gave me a more of appreciation for patience and sitting in. I like quick cutting. I like to do it. I think that there are some people who do it really well and some people who don't do it really well. Sometimes it's just not, quick cutting is just not working. Sometimes I suck at it. I like to think I'm pretty good at it, but sometimes, I look at what I've done, I'm like, oh no, I gotta start over. But the one thing that I, didn't necessarily have as much as patience, and learning what he liked to do and what his aesthetic was important. And so started learning how to take time. Another thing that Vince did a lot of, and I've sort of adopted, it's sort of a rule, I guess, for him, but it's a loose rule. But I've adopted that in my other work as well, and I really kind of take it from show to show, is that when he has special shots, or when a director has shot something special meaning some kind of bizarre angle, like way the heck up in the air down, or, maybe coming up through something, or, something that's not normal, that wouldn't be somebody's normal POV. It's something kind of different. He likes to use that one time, and he doesn't like to go back to that. He's like, and basically it's kind of like, pick your moment for this, and pick your moment well, and use this shot well, and that's it. You don't want to wear out its welcome. So I've adopted that kind of stance, and I've definitely taken it to other shows. What I also notice is that it definitely isn't a problem for a lot of other people. Other shows that I've worked on, I'll be like, well, let's just use that shot again. And I'm like, and I'll find myself going, but we've already used it. But I won't usually say that, but I'm like, but why would you want to use it? You just have to kind of do what they want. But I still think it's a good rule. I think that it's really important if you have something like, that's just me. It's something that I've adopted from him, and I believe that it's a good guideline.